This event runs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and every single day is just cram-packed with fiber awesomeness. I already know that I'm going to be spinning some yarn too. I didn't think that was something that was going to be at Muse 2320's shop. They are not at her shop that often. Like, these are very special. She had some moody ones, like some darker colors. They were just screaming to me. So I'm thinking tomorrow when I go, because I'm going to be there all day tomorrow at the shop. It starts at 10 in the morning and runs all the way to 8 p.m. at night. And this day is like the day. There's so many people that come through and try to do the entire shop hop all in one day, which is just wild in and of itself. The overall theme of this year's Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop is a night at the museum, and that is so open-ended. This is something that Sarah from Muse 2320 does really, really well. Here's a theme and run with it. And just from the few things that I saw tonight, like the octopus that took over the Muse sign and turned that from Muse to museum. She's just so creative, and I love all these bits and pieces and seeing everything come together. I haven't spun yarn in quite a while. Actually, I think it's been since December of 2025, which is a really long time. Like, it's time. I need to pull that back out again and play around with it. Really, it's never that I'm bored with spinning. I very much enjoy that. I just run out of fiber. That's what happens. Something that I am going to work on tonight. Teresa asked if I would work this up into a witchy beret. So absolutely, yes, 1000%. I'm just curious what this is gonna look like because there's little speckles of color all throughout it. And this is a DK weight yarn. Perfect, that's exactly what I need for that pattern. I'm gonna get cozy, put a couple of movies on, work this up. I am just got a lot of energy going still, and it is not even 9 o'clock. We're gonna try to wind down a little bit. I mean, I don't have to be to the shop until 10 o'clock. That's when everything opens, but I have a feeling I'm gonna be up pretty early and ready to go, especially if I can get even halfway through this. I'd be super happy with that. Today is the day. We get to go to the yarn shop hop, and I need to decide what I'm going to be wearing. It is a little bit warm outside, so I need to take that into consideration because there's going to be a lot of people coming in and out of the shop, which means it's just going to be like the warmth is going to be elevated. And it's a cozy wool shop. She has some couches to sit on. I'm going to be covered in yarn all day today. For the base, I decided to go with a black linen dress. I figure whatever sweater I put over top, I can just bring a lightweight cardigan or a lighter sweater. If it gets too hot, too unbearable, then I can kind of play around because I'm going to be there all day. So it starts at 10 in the morning, runs all the way to 8 o'clock at night. I'm going to need some options. Pulled out about 5 different sweaters, but I keep coming back to this one. I haven't worn outside of the yarn dungeon yet, and I just feel like for the theme, this goes perfectly with it because it's a chaos sweater. It is incredibly warm though, super, super thick and chunky. This is a bulky weight yarn, but I don't know. I tried a bunch of other things on today, and this is what I keep coming back to. So I think this is it. Let's see if I have, maybe I can bring a cotton sweater too. Like, we'll just bring this one just in case. That feels comfortable. Okay. And I think I'm just crocheting today. I was going back and forth whether I should bring my spinning wheel, but I think I'm going to wait till Friday and spin yarn all day Friday. Today I have 2 different projects that I want to work on, and there's some new yarn that I'm probably going to cake up and start a new project because that's just how that goes. Okay, so that one, you're coming with me. Okay, what do we think? I think it might be a bit much. Not sure if I can wear it all day, but I really want to. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm going for it. I look like a bag of cotton candy. I'm not mad about it at all. All right, I just need to finish up my hair then. Maybe I'm gonna leave it like this. Actually, I should definitely leave it up if I'm going with this big chunky sweater. Yeah, that would be a good idea. That was a wild day, start to finish. Everyone was there to go, go, go. I mean, that's typically how it goes for the first day, especially since the shops are open so long. There's 13 shops, and there's a lot of people that come to the yarn shop hop to do all 13 shops in one day, which I think is just incredible. I don't know. I've never done it. It's kind of a crazy task to accomplish, but we did see one group of people right at the end of the night come in, and they had their tote bags all full of all of the little buttons from every single shop. And so they got their finisher button, which was really cool. Progress that I made for the day, finished the witchy beret. I've made this pattern once before with Get Ben's Farm yarn. It just has so much more structure. So everything is standing up a lot better. Like typically when I make it, it's with a superwash merino wool. Teresa's gonna be in the shop tomorrow, so hopefully she loves this. What else did I do? Oh, I worked a little bit on this, which was my audiobook project. I didn't get too far on it. It was just something that I played around with for a bit. So at the beginning of the day, I had 3 hanks of yarn all worked up on this one, and now I'm about halfway through the 4th hank. The goal is to have 5 hanks of yarn, which I'm not that far off from. So I was just kind of mindless. Like when people were coming in and chatting, and I didn't want to count, because that's the thing with the witchy beret. Every single row, you do have to do some sort of counting. There's like a little bit right here where it's just single crochet, repeat, repeat, repeat. But this part right here, either you're building or you're increasing or you're decreasing. So when it got really busy and I had to set that aside, then I just picked this up to work on. I also need to get all of my spinning supplies together. So my spinning wheel accessories, because there's this part on the spinning wheel, my electric spinning wheel, where there's a little bit of almost like thread that holds the wheel part together for the tension. That has broke on me a couple of times, and it's really sad when I'm out and about in the world. It breaks and I don't have any extra. So I'm gonna take basically all of my supplies with me. I did end up purchasing one of the master bats from Get Ben's Farm yesterday. I just left it at the shop. I'm like, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. It's fine. I don't need to travel back and forth with it. I'm gonna try to spin up the entire thing today. It is a lot, and I'm really gonna be focusing on my tension. I feel like I've played around with my spinning wheel enough, like just for fun, and the tension's kind of been all over the place, but I've done that on purpose so I can feel, okay, if I put this tension on it, what weight of yarn is gonna come out of that tension? So I'm gonna try my best to do anywhere between fingering to DK weight. I don't want to go any thicker than a DK weight yarn, because the patterns that I want to use with this all use DK weight yarn. And if there's some spots where it's a little bit thinner, I think I would be more okay with that than if it was thicker. That would just kind of throw the pattern off totally. I mean, we're going to try our best, but it is a hand spun item, so there's going to be variations all throughout it. Today's outfit is extra special because I have yet to wear this. The entire thing has been done. I blocked it. I don't know, I just haven't had the opportunity to wear it, so today is the day. Double crochet for the front panel and the back panel, and this is Muse 2320s. This Tweety goodness is just so fantastic. I have a cardigan out of it, I have a skirt, I have like just, this is my go-to. Whenever it's in her shop, I'm picking up a couple of extra. This project actually was a scrappy project. I had other bigger projects that I was working this yarn up. I initially thought, okay, I'll just use the extra yarn, and then when I need to get a different color of red, I'll just add it on. But this is, I had all of this extra just in my stash. On the bottom is a little bit of ribbing. I did single crochet in the back loop only, and then just seamed it all together. I did do a single crochet around the arms as well and the neck. So we're gonna go with cotton today, have it a little bit breezy, but still have some warmth to it since I'm not gonna be wearing anything over top of this. That was a major risk, doing my hair first before putting this sweater vest on. I couldn't remember how tight this neck was, but we're good. We got it over, and I love this thing. I might do some appliques on it later, but right now it's just here to showcase the yarn. Like, this is the focal piece. The red is everything. I need a necklace. Okay, let's search. I'm gonna stick with the tried and true. I love this one. I'm not gonna wear a bracelet or anything today because that does get in my way when I spin. Not only does it collect the fiber, once I really get into it, the sleeves are gonna go up and I'm just focused, so the bracelets are just totally in the way. Then I am gonna do a skirt as well. So all in all, it feels like a brand new outfit to me. A little bit of wool, a little bit of cotton, and then my skull socks. And with that, we are ready for day number 2 of the Yarn Shop Hop. Oh my gosh, I was up way too late last night. I just could not get my brain to calm down. It was so wired from the day. It was just a constant flow of people coming in and out of Muse 2320. That's the thing that's really interesting with the Yarn Shop Hop is that every single day has a different feel. Thursday is go, 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 start to finish. People that are shopping on Thursday are trying to get all 13 shops done. And then Friday morning is a little bit of that carryover in case people couldn't get the last couple of shops. There's still a little bit of rush in the morning, but by the time like 11:30, 12 o'clock, it was just a constant flow. And the fact that I had my spinning wheel, which obviously is a fantastic conversational piece. Since this is a fiber festival, people that ask questions genuinely want to know the answer about the spinning wheel, and I am all for it. Like, I love chatting about that stuff. When anyone would come up and be like, "Can I ask you?" I'm like, "Yes, let's please talk about this. I love my electric spinning wheel. Here's all the ins and outs. There's a battery pack. You can also plug it into the wall." Every single time I just kept getting more and more hyped talking about it. I did end up spending the entire day, which was a little bit of a risk. I was worried that my hands were going to be feeling it today. I think I did enough stretching in the morning and throughout the entire day that we're fine. I do have quite a bit of it left. Okay, so this is what we're wearing today. The construction of the sweater is all double crochet except for the ribbing, which I did single crochet. But the bottom part, I was looking at it, I think I did double crochet. The only reason I did single crochet right here is because I wanted to taper it off a little bit. And so that way, if I roll up my sleeves, it'll actually stay there. But all the rest of it, double crochet, front panel, back panel, arms, and then seamed everything all together. It's superwash merino wool. It's incredibly warm. I am not gonna need a jacket or anything extra today. And typically I will wear something underneath, like a slip under this dress since it's satin, but I think I'm gonna be just fine without. And yes, it does have pockets. They are functioning pockets. I can fit a lot of yarn in here. All right, I'm gonna pack up the car and get ready for day number 3 of Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop. One final fit check for the Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop. We're going with cotton today. It is supposed to be a little bit nicer, and I really, really wanted to wear this one. I did try again last night to get out some of the pink in here, but because of the fact that it's cotton, I kind of got a little bit lazy the past couple of times I've wore it and just threw it in the washer, lay flat to dry, because I totally can do that with cotton. After this entire festival is over, I'm gonna have to do a deep clean of everything. So who knows, it might come out a little bit more, which means I do need to stock up on the wool wash too. I think I'm pretty low. Even though it is supposed to be nicer, I am going to bring a wrap just in case. This is my campfire wrap. It has a bunch of ghosties on it. Another one that's cotton. I just thought this would look nice with everything. And my denim wash dress that, yes, of course, has functional pockets. This I actually thrifted for gardening. I thought this would be perfect. Very cozy, super soft denim. denim. Underneath it, I do have a cotton skirt just to add a little bit more warmth because it's pretty thin. And then I keep forgetting to show, but these are the shoes that I've wore every single day for the hop that I've just been adding charms as I go along. Some of these used to be necklaces that either didn't fit or I just don't have use for them anymore and thought they would look better on my shoes. Yeah, it's gonna be just enough. The back is what brings me lots of happiness. Little tiny ghosties, just hanging out, having the best time. At the shop, Teresa is going to be bringing in one of her lambs today, which is always a big hit. Who doesn't love an adorable lamb? In a wool shop, and this is the shortest day too. So from 12 to 4, the shop is open, and from 2 to 4, right next door at Spiral Brewery, there is a sip and stitch. So anybody who wants to come back after the shop and show off their projects that they're working on or just chat about yarn, there were so many different patterns that every single shop had. So for one final time, let's head back to Muse 2320 for the very last day of the Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop. It has officially been a full 24 hours since the shop hop has closed the door. 2026 is in the books. I like to give myself a little bit of time before I go back and look at the fiber that I have, any new yarn that I got, and projects that I started. Yeah, I was just chatting with so many people this year, and I had about 6 different new ideas for projects, and I started 3 of them. 2 of them I frogged to kind of give myself a little bit more time. But you know, when you're in the moment and you're chit-chatting, you're like, yes, this is gonna be awesome. I just want to start it right now. And sometimes I do need that to be like, okay, that's not the direction. I need to reassess, frog it, and we'll start over. But obviously yesterday was full of a little lamb in the wool shop. We got to meet Treble and she was just so adorable. I don't know that anybody really got anything done. If you are interested in Muse 2320's pattern, at this moment it is free on Ravelry and I'll link it down below. So the one that I created was a fingerless mitt crochet pattern. Obviously you can get into the colors that she created for this pattern or choose 2 totally different colors. Just make sure they're opposite enough that the stained glass portion can pop a little bit. I'm thinking of doing it with her Tweety Red and the octopus, so like a rich black blue color. I think that would be a really fun combination. So I'm actually going to be starting another pair of those today. I slept on it and yeah, I still want to do it. So that's one of my projects that I'm going to be starting. My brand new hand spun yarn. This is definitely my favorite thing that I did for the entire yarn shop hop. The most consistent hand spun yarn that I have ever done so far in my life. This is it right here. And I have, I think, 2 wheels. Okay, this one looks a little bit different. This was the end of the day. So beginning of the day, everything is nice and consistent. We're going anywhere between a fingering weight yarn to maybe sports weight. Keep in mind, I am going to ply these 2 together. So it's going to be a 2-ply yarn. So I did want to go like err on the side of smaller than larger. And this is the end of the day. Yeah, I was getting a little tired. Some of it is a little bit big, so it might end up being closer to a worsted weight when I put these 2 together. Still pretty consistent. There are a lot of bits of blue in this part of it, and I'm not even finished with the fiber. I have maybe a quarter of it left. But look how much blue there is now. I don't know, that was just a fun surprise. This I'm gonna work on another day. I'm not gonna get into it right now. I'm just gonna fully enjoy my fiber and set it out so I remember to actually ply it together, because that's like a whole process in and of itself. I need to ply it, and then I need to wind it, then set the yarn, and then I can actually start working with it. So I should have a decent amount when it's all plied together. maybe something that requires 50 grams of yarn. I'll start looking around in different patterns and things. Then I did start a cardigan. So you saw me working on one of the panels. No, this is a sleeve. So this is what happens. I get into it, make something, and then kind of backtrack. And I'm like, wait, I want to do something a little bit differently. The Fiber Witch Festival is coming up, and I wanted to do something with this yarn because it's called Midnight Sea. It uses a 4mm crochet hook, and it's 100% wool. It's going to be great for springtime into summer nights when it gets a little bit chilly in the summertime. Just have a little bit of coziness on me. Then I backtracked a little further and thought, you know what? I do want to play with color work because I have this other bit of yarn in the same line, which is Blue Sky Fiber. And this one is called Driftwood, I think. I just felt like they needed to play together. And this is what I have so far. This will be on the cuff of the sleeve, and I'll do it on both of them. I wasn't in the mood to do an entire piece of color work, but just a little tiny pop of it. So I have that one done, and I need to attach it onto this because I'm gonna stay with the double crochet, the whole thing, front panel, back panel, the sleeves. I'm just gonna do the part on the end is going to be single crochet. So these are going to go and attach itself to it. That is a whole nother project that I'm excited about, but that is for another day. Right now, I'm going to get some tea going, have a little bit of cozy time. So that is officially it. The Minnesota Yarn Shop Hop of 2026 completely done, and I'm already ready for next year. So thanks for hanging out with me these past 4 days with all of the yarn festivities at Muse 2320. I hope you have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.